Hey guys, welcome back to another Low League to Legend. Today we've got probably the biggest episode of the save so far. We potentially, well, we don't have potentially have, we have the second leg of the Conference League semi final, and then potentially have the final of the Conference League. And also the first European final of the save, and hopefully not the last. But anyway, since you were last with us, played one game, we drew against Aberdeen. It was a completely rotated side. So I'm not really focused on the league anymore. Don't really care. League is done. We're champions. We're in the Champions League next year. I actually can't wait for that. But that's if we're still here. You never know. We're now a Champions League side. We've got Dumbarton from lower league, the lowest depths of Scottish football, right up, and now the best team in Scotland. So you never know what's going to happen. So for the second leg, we've got McGregor in goals. Tobias, Beraldo, Gila, Christensen at the back, Marco, Ojeda, Barrios, Maldonado in midfield, Sharp and Mansilla up front. Right, so I have no idea what's going to happen. I believe Stade Rennais are beating Chavez 3-1 on aggregate as well. So right now the favourites are ourselves and Stade Rennais to get through. I would like an early goal. I would love us to score the first goal, not them. But Christensen got down to the left. He done really well to get by his player. Can he find the cross? He does, and Sharp is there. Sharp's there to tap it in. He couldn't have really missed, to be honest with you, but that was a good poacher's goal. Good striker. A good striker knows where he needs to be. Jesus Williams learned to speak. So we have another highlight. Maldonado to take this deep free kick. It's cleared right enough. Straight to Tobias. Sharp's in again, and Sharp must have heard my comments from the last episode because he's just put us 2-0 up and 5-1 on aggregate. So I don't want to jinx it, but bar we have a massive collapse, we're in the European. We're in a European final. I wonder if that's Pierre Van Hooydonk's relation that scored for Chavez. But anyway, Beraldo, Marco shoots, and that was unlucky. Tried to curl that into the far post, but yeah, I wonder if he's. I'm just going to look. I'm intrigued. It doesn't say. I don't know. Maybe. I have no idea. For those of you who don't know, Pierre Van Hooijdonk used to play for Celtic, PSV, I believe. I think he played down in England and City as well. But I primarily know him as a Celtic player. But they're on the attack, but thankfully that leads to nothing. And we go into the half. Still 2-0 up on the night. Oh, that was a bad pass from Christensen. They're now on the attack. Gila. Oh, that is unlucky. Unlucky for them. Lucky for them. I'm just glad that they never scored that. But McGregor comes to collect that. That's what I like to see in a goalkeeper at a corner. But so far we've been the better team, and the scoreline reflects that. So I'm going to bring on Grant. I would like him to become like one of the better. Oh no, he doesn't. We'll play him as a poacher. One of our better players because he's still only 16. He's finishing 20. Wow. He has a lot of potential, so I really want to try and develop this guy. We'll bring on Decker for Gila and Patton for Marco. They're in behind, and good save from McGregor. I think it was offside anyway, but McGregor didn't know that, and the striker didn't either. I thought Sharp might have challenged that defender there, but he didn't. The Kerder done well to intercept, and now Grant's in, and he should have finished it. He should have finished that. Maldonado to take this corner. Oh, penalty. Sharp's probably going to take this for his hat trick. He's on a hat trick. His penalty is probably, I was about to say, it's probably going to get saved, but it doesn't. 3-0 up, 30 minutes to go. I would say game done. I do not see them scoring 6 goals or even 5 goals to take this to extra time. And another game, it's still Stade Rennais that's leading that. I believe it's now 4-2. So a couple of quick goals quickly changes that game in Chavez's favour. I would say if they score 2 quick goals, then I believe they have all the momentum to go forward and win that game. But they're in, and this striker was not making any mistakes that time. He smashed that by McGregor. Grant with a free kick. Maldonado's there, and the goalkeeper nearly fluffed that. Just over 10 minutes to go, including stoppage time. I think for the rest of this episode, we're just going to play the final of the Europa League, the Europa Conference League, instead of playing any more league games. League's done. It's not very interesting to watch. So, by the looks of it, we will be playing Stade Rennais. So that's going to be a good, tough game for us. But Dumbarton are in a European final. Who thought we would ever have got to this point? I didn't. I thought after 3 seasons, I did not expect to be here, but we're still here and we're doing really well. And we've got a decent budget for next season, so we can go on and become like a real force in this league. I'm just going to jump forward quite a while, actually. So basically to the end of the month, I'm going to play these 3 games offline. They don't matter. The league is done, as I keep saying, and I'll see you when we take on Stade Rennais in the Europa Conference League final. Right, so we're back, and I would like to see the team selection, please. So this is the team that we're going to send out for the Conference League final. McGregor in goals, Tobias, Beraldo, Gila, Christensen at the back, Marco, Ojeda, Barrios, Maldonado in the midfield, Sharp and Mansilla up front. Right, so we apparently are huge underdogs for this, which I kind of thought we were going to be. The board and the supporters are expecting a defeat. So ideally, I would like not to get an absolute pounding. I actually forgot to show you what we had done in the previous 3 games of the league. We beat Rangers, we then could beat off Ross County, and then we beat Celtic. And by beating Celtic on the last game of the season, Ross County beating us, and then they beat Rangers in the last game of the season. Ross County and ourselves finished first and second. So I was technically right. Not one of the old firm managed to make it into the top 2. But that was just pure luck, and that first half never really done much, but we're playing really, really well if everybody's making Rennie like the out and out favourites for this. I think if we manage to win this game somehow, I think that'll boost, and I don't think, I know it will boost our personal reputation, but also the reputation of the club. And Marco was dilly-dallying with the ball there, and now they're counter-attacking. They're in behind, and McGregor's there. But he's offside anyway, so good save. Striker and goalkeeper both didn't know that the offside flag was going up, but Marco with a free kick, and Marco's just put his 1-0 up. Wow. What a free kick that was. I did not expect him to score from there. That was absolutely phenomenal from Marco. I was just about to demand more, but I think with that, we'll make our first set of subs. We do have a bunch of red yellow cards, so the Kerder can come on. I don't really know how to bring on and take off. Pardon me. See, Marco's a good. Do you know what? I'm just going to make the one sub now, and then we're just going to see what happens. It's an Ichi Peachy game. It is literally 50-50. We've both had roughly the same amount of chances. We've got another chance. Marco with another free kick. Surely not two in a row. Surely not two in a row. Wow. What a performance this man is putting in this game. And he potentially has just won us the Conference League. If they score here, then it's going to make the last 15 minutes or 15 odd minutes really, really nail bitey. And I would rather not that not happen, but they've got the ball. Marco clears. He has been everywhere in this game. Come on, Sharp. Are you going to do something for us? He steals the ball. Sharp running into the box, but I don't know what that was. But inside the last 10 minutes, and I think we're just going to pause it now. We're going to bring on some reinforcements. We'll switch them actually. And Sharp, I'm going to bring on Grant. The other two strikers have been really poor recently. Sumano has not scored since January. So even in a game we've literally not started the first team in the last 3 games, so they've all had their chances. Grant scored 2 against Rangers, but we're going to win the Europa Conference League here. Tobias forward to Mansilla. Mansilla, can he get the crossaway? Grant's in the middle, but he goes himself. We get a corner out it. As long as it stays up here for the next 5 minutes, I do not care what happens. So Maldonado, land this on a Dumbarton player's head, please. It's in there towards the back post, but again they're dragging out. 2 minutes left. Oh no, they're in behind, and he fluffed his chance there. Oh no, another one. Decker now. Fish to Decker or Jada. Grant. His pass get intercepted, but Mansilla gets it again. Tobias now, he has all the freedom in this right wing. Is he going to get the crossaway? He doesn't, but he gets a corner. Maldonado with the corner. Just wasting some time. Gets cleared. And referee. Anytime now, referee. Fish. They've got... Yes! What are the things... Oh, that's for the confetti. I thought they were tombstones. But no. What a performance in that game. Marco was outstanding. 2 awesome free kicks, and that is the first European final of the save, and it's the first European trophy in the bag. And with that, I think we're actually guaranteed Europa League football by winning that, but because we won the league, we go straight into the Champions League. I am so chuffed with that. Marco playing a 9.4, I'd have gave the guy a 10 for that. I expected to get roughly near where we got last season, but by winning that, definitely did not expect that. So Dumbarton celebrate a double league and European Cup, but absolutely phenomenal. So we're the first Scottish team to play in the final, and the first Scottish team to win it, and we're the third British side to win it. So that is the end of this season. I'm not going to go through do the whole end of league, end of season review. It's the same thing over and over again, so we'll just do it here. Most appearances, McGregor, 62 appearances. He's 16 years old, and he has just won the league and a European Cup for Dumbarton Football Club. That is just outstanding. Next, we'll look goals. Fraser Sharp was always going to be the man, but 16 goals from Sumanu. I think he scored 2 goals this calendar year. The rest of his goals came in the first half of the season, and then his form dropped off a cliff. But Mansilla came in, and he has been amazing. I really like Brian Mansilla. He's getting on a bit, but I think he was an awesome signing for us when we brought him in, and I still think he's a good player to have around the club. Maldonado, 15 goals. He has been amazing this second half of the season. Same with Barrios, 20 assists for Barrios. That is amazing. Marco, 2 goals. His last 2 goals in that final was amazing. Tobias with 8 goals and 12 assists. I did not know he had that many goals. Barrios, Maldonado, Tobias and Sharp all in double digits are assists. Average rating, Fraser Sharp is the top, followed by Tobias, Marco, and I would say that was an awesome, in fact that wasn't an awesome season, that was an amazing season. And next season we're going to have 50 million to spend with nearly 300,000 wage budget to play with. But as I said, we might not be here at the start of next season. I know we've just won the league and the European Cup. There's not many jobs out there that I'm not going to apply for a job. I'd be stupid if I applied for a job. But if a Man City, Arsenal, Real Madrid come in for me, maybe. You never know. If I feel that their offer is right, I might go. But we'll just need to wait and see what happens. And next episode, as far as we are aware of this moment, we will be back with the transfer roundup episode and the first game of the season, where we look to retain our Premiership title and have our first campaign in the Champions League. But this season I've really enjoyed. I hope you have too, and most importantly, I hope you have enjoyed this episode, because we're going to leave it here and leave this season here. If you liked the episode in any way, please leave a like down below, and let's face it, how couldn't you have? We just won a European trophy. If you'd like to see more Football Manager 23 content on the channel, please subscribe, turn your notifications on, and thank you very much for watching.